What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? Have a new commentary for y'all today. I'm using the MP5. It's golden. I'm on a map Liberation. This is team deathmatch gameplay, and I do pretty good on the gameplay, so I'm pretty sure y'all will enjoy that, and also this commentary I have for you today. What I want to talk to y'all about is basically high school stories, how I made it through high school on my senior year. Yeah, I did some cheating. I'm not gonna lie. But we're not going to just talk about all that. I'm going to talk about some moments and stuff that was funny and things that I did to get in trouble in high school. So, let's get started. Well, I remember back, this is not even long ago anyways, probably like a couple months ago. Well, maybe more than a couple months ago, maybe like 5 months ago. So, I had got suspended when school had first started. Then I had went back to school and got kicked out. So I went to a Buzzman and then I had came back. I had left from school for probably from the end of September to coming back in like April. Yeah. So I only had a few months to May to graduate, and I got my grades back. The lady from the Buzzman Alternative School was saying I was failing all my classes and I was not going to graduate. But my advisement counselor told me that I would be able to graduate. So they sent me my grades. I had all good grades actually. The bitch was lying. And what I did was like math, I had like a 78. Um Brit Lit, I had about a 70. Uh, Economics, I had an 80. And the rest of them, I had like PE, and I had like study skills so I could do my homework at school. So I wasn't really worried about anything. So, but the only thing that I really had problems with was math. So when it got towards to the end, I had like a really big math project, and I got cool with this girl. Her name was Sierra, and she was in my art class, and she was IB. So she was like in the 10th grade, but she knew how to do like all the work that 12th graders were doing. She was taking like college classes. She's really smart, and I had her basically to help me with my project and do all the equations and shit. And then I had another girl that was in my human growth and development class that was an IB also to help me with it. And I think I paid her $5 to help me with the project. And I got an 87 on that project. But the first time I did the project by myself, I actually helped my friend, and he copied my thing. I told him to change the wording, but he had the exact same wording, the exact same font, and I had to redo it. And I had them two girls that helped me, and I got an 87 on the project. And my teacher was giving out study guides and stuff, and when we had the study guides, it was this one girl. She was Mexican. She looked really good, but she had a boyfriend. Her name was Sarah. We were really cool with each other, and she would let me look at her study guide and get all the answers and stuff. And he gave us like extra credit points. So what I did was every time he was saying, "Oh, someone answer this question," I would just raise my hand and I would say the question because she gave me all the answers. She was smart as hell, and I was getting all these extra credit points. And my grade was so good in the class. He said if I failed the final, I wouldn't even have to worry about it. So everybody, when you're in school, you got to do what you got to do. All right? Don't be saying, "Oh, I'm not good at math. I'm not good at this." Look, if you're not, there's always somebody in that classroom that knows how to do it, and you got to get cool with them. You got to get cool with them. And that's what I did. That's what I did. You know, I passed all my classes, all of them. When I was supposed to be stayed back, be in school for an extra year. Even though I started school early, it wouldn't even hurt me, but I just wanted to graduate with the people that I went to school with from when I was in ninth grade. And I was really happy that I did that. I passed math with an 87. Yes, yes. And all of those other years, I had to go to summer school for math. That's how I made it through math class. Economics, I was always good at history. I was always good at history. But let me tell you this time, I did not study for a test, and I had a friend in the class. His name was Nick, and he was in the IB. He was really smart. He was like in the 10th grade, and even though he was an IB student, he was a smart IB student that partied too. Like this dude smoked weed, he drank all the time and chewed tobacco. He was really cool and laid back. Always wore polo shirts and stuff. And one day, I went to the class and we had this test, and I did not study for it. But what happened was, it was a fire drill in the middle of the test, and we went outside, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I really need your help because I think I'm about to fail this test." And he gave me his number, and he texted me all his answers that he broke down, and I just was looking at my phone, and I was just putting down all the answers, and I passed my test that way. So everybody, you can make it through high school doing some things. I'm not encouraging you to cheat. They say cheaters never win and everything, but look, you got to do what you got to do. And I knew how to do economics. I just didn't study. That's the only time I cheated in that classroom. All right, let's get to like times when I got in trouble in high school. So the first ever thing I did in high school was when I was in the 9th grade. So I'm sitting at the lunch table. My friend's Marquise, he's actually there. My friend Mitchell, he's there. My friend Xavier's there. Xavier, he's there. My friend Emmanuel Hill, he was there too. And we're all sitting at the lunch table, and it's this dude. His name was Kawan. This dude really ignored me and made me mad this day. And what he did was, he was talking about my mom. Oh, your mama's fat. Your mama lets everybody get a turn. Your mama this, your mama that. That's what he was saying to me. And I was like, bro, stop talking about my mom. He was like, what you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna hit your ass. He was like, the day I get hit by a retarded person. He called me retarded, and I was mad as hell. And I just hit that dude. I had him bleeding like a lot. Like some Kool-Aid coming out of his lip. I busted his lip, and he had to get stitches on it. And when I did that, he was like, you made me spill my Cheez-Its. And then I stood there for like a minute, and then I just walked away. That happened in 9th grade. And that's how I met a whole lot of my friends, actually, because of that. I almost got arrested because of that too. His mom was going to press charges on me, but then they dropped the charges because he started it. He told him not to arrest me and everything. So, you know, everybody is going to be somebody that pisses you off in school. You don't have to hit everybody though. Well, I told y'all about the time when I was in 12th grade at the beginning. I got in a fight on the bus. 3 people tried to jump me, and I beat like all their asses. Like, the first dude was like, you're not gonna hit my friend. He stood up, he pushed me, I punched him. He fell on like the little black thing where the bus wheel's at. He fell down, and he was just knocked out. The gay dude that was talking shit, he turned around, and he was behind me, and I just punched him like twice. He was knocked out. Then another dude tried to jump in. I punched him in the jaw. He fell down. And I got off the bus. They called me on the phone. It was like, Josh, you're suspended. Those are some things that I did in high school. I hope y'all like my high school stories. This your boy Josh. Comment, like, and subscribe. Deuces.